Today for the BRZ, we're gonna be replacing basically all the suspension with really good stuff. I have Cusco arms, KW coilovers. On your screen is gonna be a list of everything that we're doing today. On the car, at the moment, I have some pretty cheap secondhand parts like BC Racing coilovers and just Megan stuff. Not really the best. So yeah, let's see if it's worth replacing basically every suspension piece, but it should be worth it in the end. I actually don't have the parts right now, so for now, we're gonna be putting the car up, dropping everything out. I'm gonna basically take off whole subframe, front control arms. That should be it. I already have the car on wood, so I can fit the jack underneath it, because as is, the car's pretty low. Cracked side skirt. Also, don't mind the house. We're just about to move in, so no one's home at the moment, which is perfect, so I can ugga-dugga the subframe as much as I want without having to worry about waking someone up. Okay, car's in the air. That took a long time. I think it took like 20 minutes. I have that jack there just for insurance. I'm gonna put my wheels along under it, just in case, just as extra precaution. So here's a KW coilover with a ground control top hat. This allows the car to have a little bit more suspension travel, makes the ride a little bit better. So if you're carrying a little bit more weight, say you have a turbo or a supercharger, this definitely comes in handy. It's kind of difficult to remove both the front control arm and the strut without this being a pain in the ass. So I'm gonna install the coilover, then taking off the Megan front lower control arms. So to do that, you're gonna undo these camber adjustments. Your ground control top hat will come off, along with this bracket here. We have the KW V3s, we have all the Cusco arms, this is the traction arm. So let's get everything together. I already have the front lower control arms installed and the front coilovers installed with the ground control top hats. Unfortunately, with the ground control top hats, we're not able to run our Blitz strut bar. So I want to try and figure out a way to keep this, or I might just have to get rid of the ground control top hats, which I'm totally okay with. So I have all of my car parts just scattered all around the garage. I got my turbo kit and everything, got my tools, got my polishing stuff, my cleaning stuff, jacks, jack stands, wheels, tires, trunk. This is a bunch of crap. So after I get this car done and cleaning up this entire garage. Also, off camera, I put in the axles, which was really easy. Just pop it out, pop it in, just like that, it's in. I also have the jack supporting the axles so it doesn't put a ton of stress on the axle. So if I remove this, it's just gonna hang directly from the axle and the upper control arm bushing, which I don't want. So we're gonna get the lower control arm, tow arm, traction arm in, and then once everything is set, we're gonna dial in the suspension and then get this thing aligned. Alright, here's the control arm, have all the bolts already in it. When I'm done with everything, I'm gonna pressure wash it because this thing is filthy. I don't really see a point to pressure wash it beforehand because my dirty hands are just gonna get it all dirty anyways, so.
Just checking on Caden. You need any help or anything, Kate?
Nope, I'm not dead.
What?
I'm not dead.
Glad.
Up next is the traction arm. What's going on, guys? Today is a very special day. We're going to be working on the Subaru BRZ, and today we're going to be installing some front lower control arms. So I already have the car up in the air, so it's kind of hard to tell why I'm changing the front lower control arms. These are Todoroki fenders, and I require a 20mm spacer to fit my wheels flush with this fender. Now it's slightly wider than OEM, and because of the spacer pushing the wheel out, it's pushing the wheel forwards, changing the caster, and because it's changing the caster, it's pushing it into the front bumper, and it's rubbing on the fender right here. It's kind of hard to tell. You can see some rubber there and a little bit of cracking. And I recently just installed some Cusco front lower control arms, which was a pretty penny, so I'm kind of upset I have to change these out. My next option to change the caster, I could rotate the coilover. In regards to the fender, please ignore the paint coming off the fender. Whoever painted these fenders didn't do a really good job because the paint just completely came off. So I'm gonna have to get this fender repainted, so just ignore that, and I'm gonna have to get a new bumper. Because the wheel is actually hitting the bumper, it just completely destroyed the mounting points. Okay, so here are the front lower control arms. This is what adjusts your caster, and then this adjusts cam. This will push the wheel out. This will push the wheel forward and back. So let's get the wheel off, control arm off, and get these Megan control arms on the car so we can hopefully adjust and fix our alignment. Okay, so to replace the front control arm is kind of a hard angle, especially with this camera, to show what to do. So basically you have one 17mm to the back here. You have the ball joint, which I believe is a 17mm, and then you have another 17mm here, which is actually held on by 2 bolts for the lower control arm bracket. You have 1 nut and 1 bolt. You take that off, you get a pry bar and a hammer. You gotta really wiggle it out of there. If it's your first time doing control arms, I recommend doing this with a friend who's done this job before. Front control arms are not easy. I've done control arms on this car probably 2 or 3 times, so getting the lower ball joint out is pretty easy. Or you can just get a lower ball joint press to push the lower ball joint out, because you really got to hammer the side right here, but it's a pain in the ass. So highly recommend getting a friend to do this with you. Okay, so here's the tools that I'm using. I'm using a 1/2" impact, 3/8 right angle, a 3/8 right angle ratchet, impact gun, 17 socket, 17 open wrench, 19 open wrench, 19 socket, and a 1/2" socket wrench. You don't need the fancy snap-on stuff. This is just what I have. Simple hand tools will do, but I really feel like that these really make the job way easier and way faster. Very good investment in my opinion. Alright, so the car is on the ground. We got all the suspension on the car. I did end up dialing in the fitment just a little bit. I don't know if you guys could see right there. I added a little bit of camber. I haven't gotten the alignment yet because I might be changing up the fender setup. Like I said, the bumper is pretty messed up. The bumper tabs are just completely smoked, so I need to get a new bumper. The lip is cracked and my side skirt's cracked, and just to top it off, I ended up cracking the fiberglass on the Todorokis. So I know they had to be repainted, so now they have to get fixed and repainted. The body kit is just piling up with things to do. So what do you do? So with that, I am thinking of changing up the setup for the fenders, maybe the lip kit, I'm not sure yet. Before I get in alignment, I want to make sure I get the fenders and lip kit ordered, so you guys will have to see what I'm getting next for the car. So with that, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys have any questions about installing suspension on your BRZ, don't be hesitant on DMing me on Instagram at Crew Media or dropping a comment down below. And if you guys want some parts for your car, be sure to click the link in the description below. I get all my parts from 86 Speed. So with that, guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.